Thanks for the great introduction, Casey, as well as the invitation to be here. This is kind of exciting to speak next to two friends and colleagues, and Dr. Wan and Vern. Because I am the intermediary between these two guys, I get the nice luxury of taking some liberties that Peter, as the academician, doesn't get to take as a researcher. What I'm going to do is present some information from the research, and then I am going to put in some supposition and what I think and what I feel, what I have been doing as a coach. Right now, I have almost separated myself into two domains. I do work as a researcher still a little bit with USA Track and Field as well as some other national governing bodies, but my primary job now is to coach. I run a training center in North Carolina, and I tend to think a little bit more like a coach now than like a researcher. So what I'll try to do here is talk about sprinting as we know it now, and we can't go very far into sprinting as we know it now without talking about this man. He's pretty much reset our thresholds of what the limits of speed are. We've seen fast. We've seen a 10-second 100 meters go from being considered fast to being something that wouldn't even make the semifinals of a world championships anymore. So now we need, as coaches, even if we're looking at the high school or developmental level, I think we can all take a trickle-down approach and start to look at things from what is humanly possible. And while I'm not going to focus on Usain here, I think he has shown us some things that are interesting. First of which is that we need to open our mind to new things. Impossible is nothing. Impossible is nothing. So just to give you a roadmap of where I'm going to go with this presentation, I'm first going to talk about what limits speed, including some fundamental concepts. I will then do a short research review, and Dr. Peter did a great job of going over the research and what we know. I'm just going to very quickly summarize that before I move on to some more applied science. Then we'll look at what the experts are saying about speed, both from the coaching as well as the research field. Then we'll take a look at the examination of force. So I think Dr. Wan looked at force quite a bit here. I think we should all understand now that this is the most important issue in speed, or one of them at least. And I will address this and kind of help to bridge the gap a little bit with how this connects with the following point, the mechanics. And then finally, how we apply these concepts. So first of all, let's start off by looking at what limits speed. 9:58,